All right, now it's time to see a practical demonstration for EBS. All right, so yeah, we are considering all the points that we discussed on the previous video. All right, so let's get started. So first of all, we are going to launch an instance. Now, why I'm starting it from the very much scratch, because after reviewing each of the things multiple times, it's get recorded in human mind, right? And second thing would be there are few points that I mentioned earlier that by default the EBS volume is not encrypted, right? And there is another flag that is delete on termination enabled. So in order to check the same, we are starting it from the scratch, right? So let us create a server. So EBS server, all right. Let us select any of the AMI and then scroll down, select any of the key pairs, okay. And here is the configuration option which we are going to touch today, okay. So let us click on edit and then here click on this drop down menu, and here you can see the entire thing which I mentioned earlier. So by default the EBS volume which is attached to the EVM, it is by default delete on termination is enabled, and second, it is not encrypted, right? So that was the first check that we wanted to do, right? And then click on launch instance. So this is the primary thing that we did. We didn't did anything extra. It is the same thing that we usually do, right? Let us click here and the instance will be up and running, okay. Right now let us check where we are currently present. We are on North Virginia, US East 1. All right, so now what we are going to do is just click here and then you can check over storage. The EBS volume is getting created. All right, and when you scroll right, it is showing you the information that the volume is not encrypted and the delete on termination is enabled. Now what will happen when this flag is enabled? When I uh, terminate this instance, this EBS volume will automatically get deleted, right? Now what what's the next step that we wanted to do is, as a part of demonstration, is we need to create a new EBS volume. In order to do that, you just need to click on volume. Besides, it is below EBS block store, and then you need to create one. If you're wondering what is this one, so this is the recently created one which is just attached to the EC2 instance. All right, and the current availability zone is US East 1D, right? And you can see the volume state is currently in use and it is showing the attached store, attached resources. So when you click on attached resources, you can see it is taking us to the EBS server which we created, all right? And the current status is initializing. So let us wait until everything is there in its own place. Meanwhile, let us click on networking, click on storage and then scroll to the right. Yeah, everything is proper. All right, now let us go back to volumes, and here we are going to create another volume, right? So let us click on create volume. It would be, there are multiple volume types, that is general purpose 3, general purpose 2, IO1, IO2. All right, but for this demonstration let us keep the volume type as general purpose GP3, okay. And storage type, I'll keep it 2 GB, okay. And availability zone, now how would I identify which availability my current EC2 instance is? So either you can confirm it from here, and secondly is the place I showed you earlier, right? That is from storage itself. So I'll select US East 1D, all right, and then we are going to create volume. Now what will happen if you don't select the correct availability zone at that specific time? You won't be able to attach that EBS to the specific running instance, right? Now let me just refresh. Okay, as you can see, the volume is ready and it is showing as available, right? Now what we want to do is we want to attach this EBS volume to the running instance. So select the EBS volume, click on action, and then click on attach volume. Now here it will ask you for the basic details, like in this availability zone, which is US East 1D, in which instant do you want to attach this EBS? So I'll click on this drop down and you'll get the EBS server which you just created. So click on here, all right, and then we want to select any of the data volumes type, you can select accordingly. So here I'll proceed with /dev/sdb, okay, and then click on attach volume. Now let us wait for some time and let it do its own work, and you can see it is saying that the volume is currently in use, and when you click over here it will redirect to the EC2 instance which we created. right? Now what we need to do is we just need to do a refresh, and you can see the volume is attached. But here one thing that we need to say is the delete on termination factor is marked as no. So even if I terminate this instance, this volume will still be there. All right. And secondly, the behavior that we need to observe is whenever we are going to terminate the instance, the first volume will get deleted, however the second will still be there. Why? We are coming to that conclusion based on this mark. All right. So go to action, sorry, yep, go to instance state and then click on terminate instance. Okay. Now let us go back to the volumes. See what happened. It just terminated the instance, and you can see the volume is not currently present here, right? But however, what happened actually, we deleted the server, but we have the volume present here. So as you can see, the volume is currently present here, but it is not attached to the instance, right? But it is currently present there. So that was the demonstration. Even if you delete the instance, your EBS volume will be present here. Now, how to delete this EBS volume? Just click here, actions, and then click on delete volume. All right. And once you click on delete, this EBS volume will get deleted. All right. I hope you understood how we attach an EBS volume, how we delete an EBS volume, what is the significance of delete on termination, flag yes and no. All right. So yeah, see you in the next one where we are going to learn about EBS snapshot, right? EBS snapshot is like taking a currently photograph of the current state, right? So yeah, thank you so much.